putting out another video. I'm gonna try not to overthink it. I don't have a lot of like um ideas per se on this video. I have an idea of what I might be talking about. But I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna come out. I'm just gonna kind of let this come out organically, okay? And then I'm gonna try to hold myself accountable to doing these videos a little bit more consistently. Because I just feel guided to, okay? All right. So I say all that to say, hello, how's it been? My last 2 weeks have been interesting. Lots of changes. I feel like in the spiritual realm of things, things are just changing. Like one day literally feels like 1 week for me. I mean, like, what is time? But honestly, like, spiritually speaking, I feel like time is just, it's much longer than it seems like it is, if that makes sense. Or it's, yeah, it's much longer than what it seems like it is. Um so anyways, or much faster. There we go. Much faster than what it seems. But anyways, so the big theme that's been kind of coming through to me today is around giving away your power, okay? So before I started this spiritual journey, I was not in the best place mentally. I didn't have a lot of self worth, and I didn't know my value. I was always one to like work hard and get good grades and not try to ruffle too many feathers. And I looked for approval in everybody, besides myself, right? And when I struggled growing up, because it's hard to try to please everyone else, um, because you're really contorting yourself to fit this mold that everyone else wants you to be, right? Like I had this idea of myself that at the end of the day, like when it came to my crossroads, when I'm like, what the heck am I doing? I was like, I don't even know who I am. I didn't know who I was. And that in and of itself was such a struggle. I'm like, how can I be the age that I am now? I'm not about to age myself, okay? But how can I be the age that I am now and not understand, like, not know who I am? I had no identity, none whatsoever. The only identity I knew was that I was a people pleaser. I'm like, what is that? I was embodying a person that I wanted, that my partner wanted me to be. There you go. And that person wasn't me, okay? Not at all. And I was repeating that cycle. Like that cycle, when I think about it, that cycle was on repeat for me. As a child, I was the child that my mom wanted me to be. As a teenager, same thing. Or, what my teachers or guidance counselors wanted me to be. In college, I was who my friends wanted me to be. As I went into relationships, I was who my partners wanted me to be. And I never stopped and asked myself, like, who do I want me to be? Like, who am I? And I think, and I say that to say, like, I was repeating the cycle of giving away my power. So when other people are dictating who you are, then you're giving away your power, right? You can be, I don't know, Elon Musk, right? So we know, like, he's got like this brain that defies reality, okay? He's come up with inventions that maybe people have, I don't even know. I want to say what people have thought of, but no, people haven't thought of it because he's thought of it, right? Anyways, it so you could be, so let's just say you could be Elon Musk, right? And if you don't understand that you're Elon Musk and you're trying to fit the box of, I don't know, Susie from next door, you're giving away all of that power of being Elon Musk, right? Like, why would you do that? I think it's so important, right, to be the person that you're meant to be. And the only way that you can do that is by standing, taking a step back, right? And asking yourself, like, am I giving away my power? Am I being who I want to be, or am I being who someone else wants me to be? Do I care more about what they think of me, or do I care more about what I think of myself? Like, I can honestly say, for the longest time, I cared about what someone else thought of me. And now I care more about what I think about myself. And in that, I have felt so much more empowered. I mean, I've got a voice. There were times when I didn't even know, like, if someone were to ask me, like, what do you want? Like, what, from the grocery store, even, I'd be like, I don't know, like, what do you want? I want what you want. I just didn't have an opinion. And now when I go to the grocery store, honey, I get everything I want, okay? It's actually very nice. I'm like, I don't have to think about anybody but me and my kids, of course. But it's myself. I'm the only one that matters. Um, so this came up again because I have a person that I met who um who was also on a spiritual path, older than me, more established than me on her spiritual journey. And I was picking up little subtle signs that she was judging kind of the way that I came about my spiritual path, right? My spiritual path to enlightenment. Um, and I had a conversation. I was having a conversation with her, and she was talking about how, like, she was doing some devotionals and made a comment that, like, spirituality is not about watching a bunch of YouTube videos. And I was just like, what? Are you taking a jab at me? And so I ended up, ending the conversation short. And just thought about it for a while. And I was like, you know what? I am not going to be someone who is in another partnership of any kind, friendship, romantic relationship, family relationship, any kind of relationship that's not balanced, right? I'm not going to allow someone to tell me how I'm coming to my spiritual enlightenment, because guess what? We're all able to come to ourselves in whatever way is proper for us, right? There's no, it kind of goes back to a video that I was saying, there's no one way of spirituality. Everyone is so different, and that's what I've come to appreciate about spirituality, like in structured, organized religion, right? It's like you've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock, as I said that. You've got to follow this straight and narrow path, right? It's like it's either this way or it's the highway. But in all essence, in all actuality, in all reality, whatever reality is, we don't have to go about it in one way. And so if someone is making you feel like, if someone is attempting, okay, let's just say that, if someone is attempting to make you feel like you're less than for how you are going about your journey, don't conform to how they want you to be. Be yourself. Whatever makes you feel happy, whatever brings you in alignment with your higher self, with source, with spirit, with God, whoever you decide to call your the higher source. Do that. If it makes you happy, do that. Because the moment you do something that's not in alignment with what you want, you're giving away your power. We're supposed to be empowered because every one of us is a divine being. We're all one, right? So it's okay. However you've come into your spirituality, however you want to come into your spirituality, it's okay. We're all in this together. We're all ascending together. And don't allow anyone to judge you. Period. Okay? Yeah, I think that is it for this video. Was it a rant or was it enlightenment? Hopefully it was enlightening for you all, whoever's watching this video. My guess is that if you have come across this video, it's because you were meant to come across this video. And if you have any comments, if this resonates with you, definitely comment down below. If my energy resonates with you, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button, okay? Like the video, share the video if you would like, if you should feel so called to do so. And I will do my best to try to be a little bit more consistent with this channel, okay? I'm trying. I do want to make this more consistent because I feel like there are messages that the collective needs to hear, and I'm willing to bring those messages across. I'm willing to channel them, if you will, from spirit. Um, so thank you for being here, and until the next video.